What's going on, guys? So there seems to be a little bit of confusion from my last video. The idea that I think the cops aren't doing a good job, that's not what I'm saying. I disagree with their tactics. I disagree with their decision making. I disagree with what they're sharing with the public. I don't disagree that the cops are doing all they can to try to find this murderer. I don't disagree with that. I believe wholeheartedly every cop on that force wants to catch this killer and bring them to justice. If for nothing more than to get the federal agents and the media and the YouTubers and everybody else out and make all the other students feel comfortable. If they didn't care whatsoever about anything else, I still believe that the cops would want that. But obviously, I believe they care also. They don't want a murderer on the streets in their hometown. I mean, that's just, I completely missed that would be taken that way. In no way am I saying that these cops don't care or don't want justice. I'm just saying I disagree with their information sharing. I disagree with the tactics that they're using to try and catch the killer. For instance, if they clear these people immediately, why will you not share what the alibi was? Why will you not share why that person was cleared? Why wouldn't you? You don't have to go into super extreme detail, but let us know. Because if we know, that can get heat and get pressure off that person. If you have somebody who has multiple witnesses that they were this place, this far away at this time, hey, it's probably not that person, right? Right? So share that information. It's one thing to say that I'm not going to share any information that could harm the investigation. I'm not going to share any information that could harm getting a conviction in this case. But if the people that you say are cleared, you could share that information. If you think somebody was targeted, then you should share with the community why you think that person or people or home or whatever was targeted. So they can try to make sure that they don't express themselves as a target. I don't get the complications here. I just don't get it. And then I was watching some other YouTuber's video, and I saw him pull up this FBI agent. I don't even remember what this FBI agent's name is, but he's retired, and he's talking about how the dad is making himself look like a suspect. Get the hell out of here with that. The dad is making himself look like a dad. Who gives a damn? The dad is frustrated because he's not getting any information. All he's getting back from the police is, we can't share that. We're not giving out this information. We can't share that information. At the same time, he's burying his daughter. He's talking to the person who did his daughter's autopsy, and they're telling him about the damage to the bodies. He's friends with Maddie's parents, who knows how much damage and what was done to her body. So they have their own information outside of the police. And when that information doesn't line up with what the police are saying, or the police refuse to comment on any of it to the family, that's where we have a problem. Because the police have a job to do, but the police's job is to be public servants. They are serving that family to investigate the crime that happened to that family's daughter. It's not a game. And that's why I say it's time to stop playing games. I'm not saying that the cops are playing games and not doing their jobs. I'm saying the cops are playing games with what they are giving us, what they are putting out. Everything, every little crumb of information is not pertinent to the investigation and could derail the investigation if it got out. That's not how this stuff works. If you believe that, then we just completely disagree on everything. Because that's not real. That's fairy tale, La La Land, Fugazi, nothing. It's just not the case. That's not how life works. That's not how investigations work. We see investigations handled all the time. We never see investigations handled top secret. We can't let the community know when there's 4 people murdered in their bed overnight on a college campus, but we can say, oh, it was targeted, so that we don't upset the rest of the community. So students don't move from that college and go to a different college. So they don't pull their kids out because we can't guarantee their safety. That's why they say this was targeted. Give me a reason why. Give me a hint of why. Tell me why you believe it was targeted. What made them the target? If you don't know that, then you don't know that this was targeted. You just don't. You just don't. It could have been completely random. It could have been somebody having some kind of mental episode, walking by and sees that house and is like, hey, all the lights are off, let's go. You don't know. We don't know. At some point, the house is targeted or a person is targeted. But at what point? Why do you believe it was? Do you believe it was something that went on at the bar that night? Do you believe it's something about their personal life? Do you believe it's romantically inclined? What do you believe? Where are we trying to go with this? You have no answers whatsoever. None. And now you're trying to turn around and make the families an enemy rather than a partner. Those families want answers. The police want answers. Should be working together. This idea that the family put out information and the cops had told them not to, and that's why the cops won't give them more information. All the families, even Steve, has said, if the cops say don't share this, we're not going to share it. The only information that the public has on this case is brought to you by Kaylee's sister. The food truck video. The Ring doorbell cameras. What else has the police given you? What have they told you? Nothing. They've had absolutely zero transparency during all this. Zero. None. They haven't given you a crumb of information. They won't even tell you who made the 911 call. What's going on with the 911 call? Why was it this way? The story that they did put out makes no sense whatsoever. If you're going to put out information like that, that makes no sense, when we come back and say, hey, this makes no sense, can you elaborate? No. Why not? Why is everything a secret? You don't have a clue who it might be? Do you have a suspect in mind? Why were these people cleared? Those are simple questions. Those are not questions you can't answer without harming the investigation. I know some people are going to disagree, and that's fine. You can have your own opinion. But give me a reason that that information can harm the investigation. Don't just say it, because I'm going to say that information can help the investigation. And my reason for saying that is because if you take information and you put it out to more people and they have a better understanding of why you believe this was targeted, they might know something about people that they could tell you, hey, this person acts this way, or this person has these feelings about this, or this person had this thought about this person. This interaction that you're worried about, hey, I know something about that. That's why you put information out. You fish with the information. You put it out and you hope that that brings you more information. If you get information and you just sit on it the whole time and you don't tell anybody, and you since you're not telling anybody, you're not really investigating that information from any point except for inside law enforcement. So how does that help? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more, and we'll see you later.